rubber road and steel. I live behind the wheel. Just let me tell you all about the places I have been. The interstates are calling, the miles they are a-falling, and it will take no time before I break down that road to home again.
Hey everyone, this is Indiana Jack and welcome to Adventures in Trucking. Today we're going to do something kind of interesting. For the first time, we're going to go down Donner Pass with a fully loaded truck, and you're going to see what I see. Not only the front view of the truck like I normally do, but you're going to see the dashboard. Many people have asked me to do that throughout some of my other films, and we're going to do it this time. So here we go down Donner Pass. 4 cameras. Let's roll. All right, here we go down Donner Pass. Which is one of the steepest grades. Especially in the winter, of course. And if it's really snowy, you gotta have chains on, usually. And we just take it nice and easy going down. You know, I've seen a video on YouTube of a Warner truck going down this too fast and not being able to take the hill, and they both died, both drivers. Ever since I saw that video, I really take it extra slow. I mean, you know, I know those guys were Warner drivers and they're new and they don't understand that you can't just buzz down a big hill like Donner Pass doing the speed limit. Yeah, we want to stay in gear on this. To doing this safely when you have chains on, just because you have chains on doesn't mean you can do 55. You still want to go nice and slow if you have chains on. I'm assuming this CR England, he must be empty. Oh, he's got a load on. Must be a light load. Now we're at about 30,000 pounds, so that's not really a heavy load. What I'm watching on the dash, on my dashboard, are the RPMs, of course, and the speed limit. And if we were going uphill, we'd be checking out that temperature really close to make sure we're not too hot. And you don't, ironically, you don't use your brakes going down a hill. A truck doesn't. That's the last thing you want to do, is put your brakes on. And I know most cars are saying, what? The truck doesn't use its brakes? No, we don't use our brakes going down a hill unless we have to. If you're braking a lot going down a hill, then you're not in the right gear. If you have a Jake brake, of course. And a Jake brake is an engine brake, and that holds the truck back. It's a beautiful day to be coming down Donner Summit. Of course, Donner Pass here, it's named after the party of Donner, they, back when they were first exploring the West, it was such a harsh winter, the wagon trains up here got stranded. They couldn't get over the mountains, and they didn't have enough food, and they actually ate each other. The ones that died, they ate those bodies, and that's what this pass is known for. Donner Pass, going down into Sacramento, California. Degrees. That's what that top number is on our dashboard. And the number 1 that you see there on the dashboard, that's how many miles I've driven today. And then the number 2 is how many miles I've driven this week. I only started driving yesterday, so I don't have many miles there. By the end of the week, that'll say 3,000. And the little truck mileage you see there on the bottom left, that's how many miles I can drive approximately with the amount of gallons that I have approximately, which is on the right-hand side where it says empty. So 171 gallons until I'm empty.
You are watching Adventures in Trucking with Indiana Jack.
That Safeway driver, he probably does this every day or every other day. Yeah, he's empty. And you always want to flash the driver over once they have enough room to go in front of you. Courtesy. Drivers that have courtesy do that anyway. Many drivers don't. Times can take off your chains, but many times you can't. You have to go another 10 miles or so with your chains on. And we're constantly checking our gauges as we go down. Not as much as when you're going up, but when you're going down, you're just checking everything. You're checking your temperatures, you're checking your speed, your RPMs. We want to stay in that green area right there. Now, if I were heavier, that would be way up over there, above 15, even higher than that, because the engine, the weight of the truck's pushing you way down faster. So your RPMs are much higher. Merge left back there, but I'm not really sure if this construction zone is operating right now. No, we're good. About a month, if we've had a lot of snow on both sides of us right now, sometimes the snow is stacked so high it's above those green stakes that you see there. before you guys came along on this trip with me, I was coming from the Reno part, coming down a hill. It's hard to stay slower. I was doing 64, and sure enough, there was a CHP at the bottom of the hill radaring up the hill, which is one of my pet peeves that the cops do. And he came out of the dirt really fast, and I thought this is going to be my first ticket. He didn't want me. He got some cars that were doing faster than I was, but sure did get my heart pounding. Yeah, you want, as a trucker, you want to try to keep your record as clean as you can, because if you start getting tickets, you're going to have to sit at home and not work. Get some other kind of job. I know there's a lot of drivers that say, you're not a real trucker if you don't get one ticket per year, but I don't agree with that. We're at 5,500 feet. Doing 59 miles per hour. We're in California, so you really can't go faster than that. You can, but your chances are much higher of getting a stop by the good old CHP. By the way, you know, everybody complains about California, including me, but some of the CHP officers or even the DOT officers in the scale houses are some of the most professional law enforcement officers that I've ever encountered. Yeah, we all complain about them as truckers, and you run into some that are really jerks. But they would be a jerk if they were a plumber. They would be a jerk in any other career. So some people are just jerks. A lot of truckers are jerks. In every career, there's a certain amount of people that just don't have good people skills. And we're going to have to merge into the left here. And there's one of the officers there as we speak. 55 miles an hour. Seems like they always have construction up here. Empty too. For those of you who aren't truckers, a general rule, you can tell if a truck's empty if he doesn't have a seal on the back of his truck, a seal or a lock. That's not always true, but it is sometimes. We're going to be stopping up here at this brake check area. We're almost to the bottom. The rest of it's kind of uneventful. It's not much of a grade. It's still a little bit of a grade, but nothing exciting. stopping here. Remember that trucking is an adventure. Thanks for riding along with me. I'm Indiana Jack. Always trucking. We'll see you next time.